You can't copy anointing. Find what God gave you. Anointing is divine assignment. It can't be mimicked, duplicated, or performed into being. What's on your life is custom. You can't copy a calling. You can only cultivate what was placed inside of you before birth. Welcome back to Soul Renovation. I'm Adeline Atlas, 7 times published author. You can't copy anointing. That's not how this works. You can duplicate branding, you can mimic tone, you can repeat content, copy strategy, even mirror someone's routine. But if you're not walking in what God actually gave you, it won't have power. You might get attention, but you won't get authority. Because anointing is spiritual originality, and it's not for sale, not for trade, not for imitation. Everybody has a purpose in this life. Every single person has something God placed inside them that no one else can do in quite the same way. You don't have to fight for it. You don't have to beg for it. But you do have to uncover it, because when you're not in your own anointing, you're always going to feel like you're striving, always exhausted, always trying to keep up, because imitation is draining. Alignment is energizing. This is where people get stuck. They confuse inspiration with imitation. They see someone else walking in their assignment, and instead of asking, "What does this awaken in me?" they say, "How can I be more like them?" But that's a trick. That's a trap. Because God didn't put you here to be a replica. He put you here to be the rarest version of what He handcrafted with your name on it. Let me say it like this. You can't copy someone's oil. Their anointing was poured through their process, their obedience, their sacrifice, their private wrestle with God. What you see publicly is the result of what they surrendered privately. And if you didn't live that, you can't fake that. That's why some people sound powerful, but their words don't land. That's why some people do everything right, and still it doesn't resonate, because they're in performance, not purpose. So how do you find yours? You stop looking outward and start looking inward. What keeps pulling on you? What do you do that lights you up and brings others peace? What flows through you with ease? Not because it's effortless, but because it's embedded in your wiring. That's the beginning of your anointing. Not what gets the most likes, not what's trendy, not what's working for her, but what's been whispering to you for years, the thing you keep trying to talk yourself out of. Everyone has something they were made to do, something no one can duplicate. And if you spend your whole life copying, you'll miss the one assignment that was specifically coded to your name. And here's the kicker. When you do finally walk in it, everything clicks. People feel it. Doors open, resistance fades. You don't have to force anything. Why? Because anointing makes space for itself. There's room for all of us. But there's only one you. And when you finally lock into your own gift, when you stop chasing other people's shine and start polishing your own, you move into authority. Not the kind that yells, the kind that radiates. The anointing on your life may not look loud. It may not be flashy, but it will break chains. It will open doors. It will speak in rooms you've never entered yet. You don't have to perform it. You just have to own it. And don't let anyone tell you your gift isn't valuable because it doesn't look like theirs. You might be the peacekeeper, the one who holds space, the one who sees deeply, creates beauty, writes clearly, heals silently, builds systems, speaks truth, and nobody else does it quite the way you do it. That's not coincidence. That's divine customization. So stop copying, stop comparing, stop thinking you're behind just because your calling doesn't look like someone else's. Get still. Ask God, what did you give me? Then move on that, build that, refine that, because that's where the oil is. That's where the overflow starts. That's where the results start chasing you, because you're finally operating from a place of divine origin, not duplication. The School of Soul Vault is my private monthly membership designed for those who are done just listening and ready to start building. Inside, you get full access to my video series, the unfiltered teachings, the strategy, the game plans, everything I don't share anywhere else. If you're ready to grow in silence and rise with precision, this is where it happens. Join the vault. Monthly access, lifetime impact,